All right, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. We're good. Okay. All right. Today we are excited. We have a special guest, Digna. And like Digna's got one of those names that you only need a first name, which is cool because if I had a name like that, I would definitely just sign my first name because it is that cool. Digna does a ton of volume. Let me see if I make her a co-host. And her team is growing like a weed. So Digna, are you on? I just made you a co-host. You should be able to unmute.
I'm here.
Oh, how are you, honey?
I am great, Frank. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
You you're always smiling, you're always excited, you're always full of energy, which I think is probably part of the reason why you guys are growing so much because of the attitude and the excitement you guys have around your office. So I'm going to turn it over to you. This is the IUL week of the SRS call. You do what you do, and if you need me, I'll be here. If not, go the whole 30, 35 minutes and wrap it up. But thank you so much for taking time out of your day to share with us.
I am so excited, Frank. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm honored and I'm going to do my best. Yeah, I am full of energy. People, get ready, get your coffee. Come on, turn your cameras on, get your notepads, get ready to take notes. If you're going to be here, be here. 90% of success is to show up. So show up today for you. Hopefully, what I say here today, you can take one thing and go and change your business. That's my hope for today. That one person of how many people are here today will take something that I've done and you can put it in your business today, not tomorrow, today, right after the call, right? And go have some success. I'm very grateful because of this company, right? Frank, I mean, they led the way. They set everything up for us to come in and have success. And it's even better now for you guys. Some of you guys are new here. So congratulations. You're in the right place, the right time, the right opportunity. And I know you heard that before, but this is the first time. This is real. So I'm so grateful for God, first of all, for giving me another day. Because if we're here today, this is why I don't complain. This is why I'm not sad. I'm not like, oh my gosh. No, I'm alive. I woke up this morning and that's enough for me to be excited. That's enough for me to go out of my way to serve other people. Some of you guys, I just don't get it. Like, and I'm sorry, I am not your regular trainer. I'm not going to tell you here today what you want to hear. I'm sorry if that's what you expected on this call today, Frank. You might not invite me back, and that's okay. I'm going to be me and I'm going to give you some things that you might need to hear today, right? Because that's what changed my life, right? Having mentors like Frank, Zach, and Sean, oh my gosh, that's what I needed in my life. I didn't need it. I didn't need people telling me what I needed, what I wanted to hear. It made me feel good for the moment. I wanted people that helped me change my life, right? And that's what this opportunity has done for me. And hopefully it will do it for you too if you take it serious, right? Because some people are still playing with this, and that's the problem, right? I stopped playing with this opportunity because I'm like, this is too huge to miss it. I'm not gonna miss it. You can miss it. That's your deal. I'm not gonna miss this. So first of all, who am I? I am a mother of four children. So mothers, where are the mothers? Put one in the chat if you're a mom. Okay, so you get me. I got four. So there's all kinds of stuff going on in my household, like just like in yours. I have things going on. I got kids that need to be taken to school in the morning. We have graduation, you name it. Okay, we have drama, three teenagers. Okay, yes, I got that too. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. Where are the wives in the house? I have a husband. They also want attention, right? So I got that too. And I have a team that's continue to grow every single day. It's growing, right? So I have a huge team, and boy, do they want attention? Okay, they do, right? So you're not that busy. We all are. Everybody is. So are you leads when you call them. They're also very busy. So don't get mad when they don't answer the phone because they're probably doing something. Call them again and again and again and again, 25 times until they pick up the phone. That's the key to this business. It's so simple, right? So again, I'm so grateful to Sean for opening this space, right? This company and not giving up when it was hard because it wasn't easy on day one, on day two, or day 20 of year five. It was not easy, guys. It's still not it's not easy because it's amazing. It's the best opportunity in America. So it can be easy. and come in and you're going to be rich tomorrow. No, you got to get on the phone. You got to call the leads, right? You got to invest in your business. So anyway, let's talk about IULs, because we are all here today because we want to know about IULs. And I'm going to tell you this because this is so important to me. Some of you guys, I know who it is, still thinking there's something better. There's another business, you have a degree, whatever it is, right? I'm going to tell you my story. I have 2 college degrees. I went to 2 universities in New York, and I paid for those degrees. Okay, I didn't have a parent. I had a 529 for me. I went to work, and I worked full time. I had a child, and then I went to school in the evening, and I graduated with honors. And English was not my first language because I was raised in the Dominican Republic. I spent most of my childhood there, right? But I knew English, but it's not the same, right? So I had to learn everything when I came to this country when I was in my teens, right? So think about that. But my hunger was so big. Like, I'm like, I got to do something with my life. And I got 2 degrees, and then I went into corporate, and I spent 20 plus years of my life trying to climb the corporate ladder. Who has a corporate job here? And you think you're going somewhere? God bless you. You're not. Sorry. If you don't have the same last name of the CEO, you're wasting your time. I am so bad today, Lord, forgive me. Anyway, I spent 20 years, guys, and I was building someone else's business. Okay? Those 20 years, I thought I was going somewhere. Here's a Hispanic lady, and I was working in pharmacy. I was a district manager for 30 different drugstores in the state of New Jersey and New York, and I was running $82 million operation for somebody else. Here's what that looks like. I didn't have a life. I was working 7 days. I had 2 phones, and I had 4 kids, and I couldn't be home for them. That was my life. I was miserable. $150,000 a year company car benefits was not enough. It could not satisfy the hunger of being home with my kids. Mothers, I'm talking to you right now. I needed to be home with my children. So corporate didn't do it for me. Maybe to do it for you, it didn't do it for me. Then I went into network marketing because my husband is a businessman. He's always looking for a new opportunity. So he was like, let's go into network marketing. Sounds great. I did that. And let me tell you, of so many people that don't have success in network marketing, we did. And it's not because we're better, it's because we work. Right? So we went to work, we learned the system, and we made a lot of money. Here's the problem. I was still building somebody else's business. It was another entrepreneur with an idea, with a product, whatever it was at the time, but it was his business. Whenever that business went down, guess who we went down too. Our income was gone overnight, guys. In 2016, we lost it all, everything, gone. Everything, guys, that we worked so hard for. I had retired corporate job, replaced my income with my husband helping me. It was amazing. We worked together. He was amazing. We did so many things. 2016 comes and it's a nightmare. We lost everything. We had no financial education, guys. That's why I'm so passionate about IULs and educating my clients, because an educated client is a client that's going to stay, because they understand what they have in their hands. And that's what IUL is all about. I'll get to IULs in a minute. But let me tell you something, guys. We had nothing. And my husband, he's such a smart guy. He's like, you need to get licensed for insurance, because some friend was talking about insurance. And he's like, you're the one that likes to study, not me. Go get licensed and then we'll do the business. He's the business guy, right? So I'm like, oh, man. I thought it was beneath me. I'm like, no way, Jose. I am not getting licensed. His name is not Jose, it's William, but I'm not getting licensed. There's no way I'm getting an insurance license. That's crazy. Right? So think about that. Like, I'm thinking this industry is like, oh my God, I'm going to be calling my friends and family for insurance. I've been calling them for network marketing this whole time and they don't do it. Are you kidding me? So I had to go, and I still didn't, by the way. Because here's what happened. We were entrepreneurs at the time, no financial education, and we had no financial plan for our family. We didn't even have life insurance because the one I had was from the job, and I no longer had the job. So here we are with 4 kids and no financial plan, and all this education from everywhere, and nothing really to support us. And then we realized how many more people are in the same situation. And it's been 8 years that I have my insurance license. Thank God I listened. I don't listen much, but I listened that time and I got it. But then I had to go and kiss a bunch of frogs. Oh my God, there's so much drama and lies and nonsense in this industry, guys. If you're here, this is your first company, put one in the chat and just be grateful. Put a little heart, big heart, because you should be very grateful this is your first company. It took me almost 5 years to get here and go through everything you could imagine to be here in Family First Life. And all I did, and it might sound crazy, was I was listening to YouTube University all day, every day. What is Frank doing? Why does he have a big team? Zach and this and Andrew and Grady and all these beautiful people in this company and Maritza, and what are they doing? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy and paste. Literally, that's what I did. So nobody please take me to jail. That's what I did. Copy pasted everything that they were doing because it was working. I was just tired of trying to reinvent the wheel and doing this and doing that. I'm like, no, I'm going to follow a blueprint of something that's already working. So I got to Family First Life, and by disclaimer, nobody recruited me. I recruited myself into Family First Life. I was desperate. Anybody desperate here? Like, I was desperate. I was like, there's gotta be something better. And then I went to a convention. I met Maritza, and that's my life. I'm so happy about my mentor, my beautiful friend who helped me and showed me this business. And now I'm here today talking to you. But I had to go through so much, guys, to get.
Did we lose Digna?
On
All right, let's give her a second to get back.
Which I never saw. Oh, wait, what happened?
You froze up for a second, but we're good now.
Did you guys lose me?
We did.
I'm back. What did I? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, where? What do I? That way I could take it back where I was.
You were talking about.
What did you hear?
You were talking about Marissa.
Can you guys hear? Okay, so, lovely. Okay, so she showed me this business, and then I'm thinking about this beautiful business and everything that's going on here. And then I got on the phone to dial final expense. And then reality hit me. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Oh my God, I got to go into people's home. I would never do that in my life. And I try to do final expense clients at the beginning on Zoom. Good luck, Digna. I didn't sell a policy. I didn't sell anything. So it was crazy. I wanted to like change the game because I knew better when I got here. I'm like, wait, I could do it better because I used to do it this way. And then I was get on the phone, girl, buy leads. That's what works. And then I did that, and then I had success. Okay, I got paid. And then I'm like, yes, I could do this again and again and again and again. But I came in day one with 10 agents because I didn't come here to do a little business. I came here to build something. Like, I'm done. 20 years of doing all kinds of stuff. I'm like, no. When I find something that works, I'm going to do it. So show me so hungry. You need to be more hungry about what you want in life. So I did final expense. And then I was in home, and that was like not what I wanted. I wanted to be home with my kids. I want to do this business. I want to earn money, and I still want to do laundry and cook dinner for my family, pick up my kids in school. That's me. Some of you guys like to do it another way, and that's okay. That's the beauty of this business. You can do it whichever way you want. I want to be home and still make a whole lot of money and have a huge impact in people's lives and help people all day, every day. And that's the beauty of this business. So when I finally got my, it wasn't easy, right? So I was really good at final expense. I was doing $50K a month on final expense. Then I said, I got to take this telesales because that's what I'm used to. On Zoom, that's what I did this whole 4.5 years. I used to do infinite banking and friends and family. So then I learned telesales. And I was still doing final expense. And let me tell you something, I knew how to do IULs from day one because that was my first company ever, was National Life, and it was IULs. And I let my husband do the selling and talk to people, and he knew more than me. I just had the license. I didn't want to do it. So when I came here, I said, I'm doing final expense. But then I say, oh my gosh, I had to do IUL, not because I went to do it, because I had to do it because I was working Hispanic clients. And all these people are young and healthy. And I'm like, oh my God, he has no medications. He's 42 and he has money. And why am I going to sell him a $25,000 final expense? This doesn't make sense. So I wasn't doing the right thing for the clients. Then I said, I have to do IUL. So I started selling small IULs, $100, $200, $300, just getting my feet wet. I'm like, I have to do it. And then I say, you know what? I'm going all in IULs. And that's the toughest thing to do when you have an income coming and you want to switch and you're like, oh my God, this is working. Why change it, right? That's what most of us say. And I understood what the company was going, the huge opportunity in front of us. And I said, I'm not going to miss this. So Convention 2023 was that time that I said, I'm going all in IULs. And I told my team, we're going all in IULs. And the rest is history, right? Last year, I sold 626 Hall of Fame on my personal pen. But I also, the agency did over $6.5 million. And 90% of my business, if not more, 99, 95 is IULs, guys, and annuities, right? So this year through April, we're already almost at 3.5. So we're gonna do Hall of Fame agency. I promise you, because I won't sleep until we achieve that. But because it's just such a huge opportunity right now for us, and I'm gonna give you some numbers that might open your hunger to what I know today. Why I don't want to stop talking to people about IULs, because that's a huge market opportunity for you and I in America, guys. There's absolutely nothing else as huge as what we have in our hands. And one number I give you, there's 70 million people that have a 401k. 70 million. They got to pay taxes. They are at risk. They're losing money. You name it. Okay. There's all these people. Now there's 347 million people in America as of 2025. Guys, 48% don't have a life insurance policy. 48%. That's insane. We have a half of the country or more. But here's the biggest opportunity. 52% that does have something, 100 million are underinsured. They only have like a term policy that's going to expire. They have a final expense and they have a 401k. They don't understand that there's something better. Because here's the biggest truth is that 50% of Americans do not have any financial education. They don't understand how things work. They just don't get it. They're just going to do the traditional thing that they told. I had a 401k when I was 19 because that's what I was told. And I have no clue how it worked. And I lost a bunch of money in 2008. I didn't know what I have no idea. I never looked them. I didn't even know how to log into my account. That's most people with a 401k, guys. And they're putting money there every single paycheck, okay? So 50% of people do not understand anything about finances, about financial education. And guys, 48% of people do not even understand or take advantage of compounded interest. If you want to create wealth, you got to know about those things, guys. It's the eighth wonder of the world. Think about it. I mean, when you compound interest, that's what we do with an IUL. And this is why you got to get educated on what you're doing. And the good news today for all of you guys is that you have a phone, you have an iPhone, you have Google, you have ChatGPT, you have YouTube. You just need to put the time and the urgency to learn this. And you will be talking to your clients like you're an expert in a week, not in 3 months. Actually, in 72 hours, if you like me, don't sleep for 2 days and then don't sleep. Just get up early, go to sleep late, right? So think about those numbers. And then I want you to think about this other number, the sense of urgency that we need to have when you have somebody on the phone. And I'm going to tell you why. That's a huge problem in America, guys. And you and I know it's health. Do we need health to qualify for an IUL? Absolutely. And you need to educate your clients when you talk to them about health, because I'm going to tell you 76.4 people in the US have a chronic condition. That's as of 2023. So it probably changes more. But of that, 52% have more than one, which they might not qualify for an IUL later on. So if they could get it today, why wait? Because I don't know what's going to come back tomorrow. And then when you look at those numbers, 32% of the population has high blood pressure already, and they're on medication. 37% have diabetes. Think about that. And then you have you have chronic kidney disease. You have all kinds of disease going on, COPD, this, that. Those things would not qualify someone for an IUL later on. So when you get on the phone with these people, you cannot be like taking it so light and so calm and so like, okay, John, let's make an appointment for July 25 when you come back from vacation or whatever. No, John, have you heard the news? Have you seen what's going on? You need to qualify. And I tell them that you qualify with three things and, for an IUL. You qualify with your health, your record, your driving record, your criminal record, and your income. So John, I'm going to give you some numbers. Like right now, 76% of America has a chronic condition. I mean, if you don't have one, I say you do this right now because God only knows, right? So you got to have a sense of urgency when you talk to these people, because seriously, we don't know what's going to happen to the market tomorrow. And if you have your money sitting somewhere that's not an IUL, or an annuity, well, I'm sorry, but you might not have money for retirement, just like it happened to so many people in 2008. So when you think about things like that and you get yourself together, like one of the things that I teach my agents, get your presentation. Like you got to know, you could close your eyes, you could be asleep and somebody wakes you up. Like literally somebody could wake me up and say, Digna, that's a client ready to go. And I'm ready to present. That's what you need to do. I'm telling you, you want to make money with IUL? If you want to make money with IUL, say yes. Right? If you want to make money, say yes. Okay, today, don't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. You don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. You're here today after this call. Sit down and put your presentation together. And it's very simple to do, guys. You need an intro. They need to know who you are. You need to build credibility from the beginning, because if not, they're going to move on to the next person, because guess what? You just got the lead. It actually came to your phone, text message. They just put it like right now. And you call them and they say, oh, I didn't do that. They're lying to you. Because guess what? They say, oh, I just did it. I got it done. I have somebody already. That they're lying to you. But this is also a reality. They probably click my Facebook advertisement. They probably click Frank's and somebody, 20 people, because everybody's advertising. But I am going to give you some other numbers that I want you to really like get it, because some of us think, oh my gosh, everybody knows about IULs. What am I going to do? This is crazy. I mean, everybody that comes up on my Facebook, they already know about IULs. Let me give you some numbers, guys. If you have, let's say that you have 1,000 followers on Facebook or Instagram, most of you might have that already, right? 5 to 10% of the people in that whole group of friends that you have there are going to see what you're posting. Just 5 to 10%. Imagine that. So what else is going to happen? That when you go on your social media, because they already know what you like, right? They already know that you like IULs. You're going to see all this stuff about IULs and leads and this and that. And you're like, oh my God, everybody's already doing this. No, that's 5% of your 100 followers. That's 50, whatever, 5 people, 50 people, depending how many people you have. That's all you're seeing, guys. Don't get confused. There's 250 million people on social media every single month. How many of those do you want? Well, guess what? You got to pay for that. You got to pay for attention. You got to be consistent. You got to do it every day. If you don't have money to pay Facebook, Meta, then you do videos 3 times a day, 4 times, as many videos as you need. And you got to get creative. And nowadays you have all of that on social media, right? So you could do that. So understand that the IULs, and I was talking to somebody before, and he was talking to me, it's an expert on IUL. He said, you see right now, Like most people know about a 401k, right? Most people know about a 401k because that's what you get at a job that, everyone knows about it. Most people don't know about an IUL. I'm talking about a very small percentage of the population understand, know, and have an idea what an IUL is. Most of them are miseducated or not educated at all. That's where we come in. And we change the game. Right? So today, after this call, I said it at the beginning, I hope one person here listens to me today and go and do some of the things that I'm saying and change their business forever. Get your presentation correct. Like get it where I wake you up, you sleeping, and I say, I have a client ready for you, you're ready to present. You don't need a script, it's in your head, it's in your heart, you're ready to go. You know where to go next. Most new agents that I hear, they don't know what do I do next? Where do I go? You have to know. And it doesn't take 3 months. It literally takes 24 hours. Don't sleep for 3 days. Get a lot of coffee and just do it 50 times in one day. Do it to your friends, your family, your husband, your kids, everybody. Whoever comes close to you, they're going to hear you presenting the IUL. And they're going to either run and leave you alone, or they're going to listen and tell you, hey, maybe you should say that. Maybe you should say that. Do it on social media. Let people correct you. There was a great video from Gary Vee yesterday. I actually did it in Spanish already. I'm like, oh, I need to send this to my team. They all have to do it. Do it. Practice. Right? Because this is what happened to most agents. You get an opportunity every time somebody answers the phone and they stay with you for those first 7 seconds, guys. It's not going to be 7 minutes. You don't have 7 minutes. You have 7 seconds to get their attention. You have 7 seconds to have them, okay, I want to hear more. Who is this person? Why is this important to me? Here's what most agents do. They start talking about the IUL too soon. And that's okay for some people, and it works. I promise you, I have agents in my agency that are doing really well, and they have a script that they do. It works for them. Doesn't work for me. My script has built up to where it is today, guys. You have to intro. You got to get their attention. You got to be quick on the phone right at the beginning. I'm driving. Okay, John, I understand that you're driving. But John, let me ask you a question before I let you go, John. Just to make sure that we could get on the phone later, because I don't want to call you later if this doesn't make sense. Let me ask you a few questions. They're gonna listen to you. Don't just like, oh, okay, no problem. Okay, what time you get off work? They ain't gonna pick up the phone when you call them later. I promise you, they're not. Keep them on the phone as long as you can. Because that is their moment. When they have you on the phone, that's the moment for you to get them to have, to help them understand that they need this today. At one time, at one point, they put in this information. Maybe they just did it, or they did it 3 months ago or 3 years ago. I have my oldest client Lee was 9 years old. It was a mortgage protection. And I did a mortgage protection like it was day one. It was a 9-year-old me when I used to buy those. Okay, I mean, listen, it doesn't matter. It was the right time for that person. Okay, so build your presentation. Know the parts of your presentation, your intro. And then you got to do your discovery, guys. If you're not asking questions and you're talking, you're just wasting time. You're not going to close that client. They're going to give you all kinds of stuff at the end. Oh, I got to talk to my husband. I got to talk to my tax consultant. I got to do this. Lies, lies, lies. You did not build the pain, guys. You got to build the gap. I'm going to tell you, you got to build the gap. If you're not building that gap, so they see themselves where they are today and where they want to go, and you have the solution, they're not going to take action. They're not going to do anything. Okay? There's 2 things people are afraid of, and this is what you got to build on your presentation. Pain today, it hurts right now, and future pain. If you don't build those 2 things in your presentation, your client is gone. They are not going to do an IUL with you. So the pain today is, John, okay, wait, John, your birthday here said you are 50. and you don't have, and my tone is going to change up and down. I'm not, and you don't have anything, you don't have a financial plan for your family. Am I hearing that right? Yes, I don't have anything. I want them to say it to themselves. I don't want to say it for them. I want them to hear themselves say, I don't have anything for my family. And I'm not going to sell an IUL yet. I'm going to keep asking. I'm going to say, okay, John, so let me, and I'm going to tell you, this is what I do. I build my presentation on my 3 main things on an IUL. Money for later, right? For the future, that tax-free retirement, all that cash accumulation, living benefits, and if you die tomorrow. That's my presentation. So I'm like, okay, John, so God forbid tomorrow you have a heart attack, or God forbid diagnosed with cancer, an accident. I mean, anything could happen. What's the plan for your family? I mean, did you have a plan? Will you have money? What's going on? And I stay there until they tell me, well, what's the plan? Well, I don't know. Whatever it doesn't matter what they tell you. Whatever they tell you, don't move on. Ask another question. Some of us are too fast to move on to the next thing. Another question. So what does that look like for your wife? Is she going to go back? Is she going to go with your parents, or is she moving back? I mean, what's happening? What about the kids? Are they going to a different school? Build, paint the picture. This is living benefits, right? If there's a heart attack and you can't provide for your family tomorrow, John, what's the plan, right? Living benefits. I want to build up living benefits. There's an accident. Something happened. You're great at driving, right? You told me you don't have DUIs or whatever, but hey, what about if somebody else is crazy and is a crazy person driving and it hits you? But you had nothing to do because you're a good person and you're great, but it doesn't matter. You had to go to work and you're going to drive. There's crazy people out there, right? Drinking and driving. There's a lot of teenagers driving these days, right? In Florida, 15, they're already driving. So hello. Again, you got to build up living benefits. They need that if they don't have it. And then, John, what if you pass away tomorrow? I mean, what's the plan? If you can work or if you pass away. So you build that up. So they tell themselves, do not talk for them. A lot of us want to say what we think they are feeling. That does not work. They have to say it to themselves. I don't have anything. I don't know. My wife might have to find a job. I don't know. I want them to say it. If you could do this, don't rush your presentation. If you could let the client say that, it's going to be a short presentation, because the one thing they're going to want is for me to qualify them. Digna, what do I need to qualify? Tell me. Yeah, we're going to get there in a minute, John, but let me ask you this question. I'm always asking questions. I'm the doctor. I'm asking questions, guys. And if you talk to anyone that's selling at a high level, that's exactly what they're doing. So if you're talking and not asking questions and learning and discovering what is needed for this client, that's why you're not a top producer in this company, guys. It's that simple. I'm making it real simple for you guys. I'm going to give you one more thing that I've done and I do, and I think it's so powerful. And I don't know who here does it, but if you don't do it today, and it'll change your business forever. Record yourself with a client. The good ones, the bad ones, the ugly ones, all of them. Record yourself and listen. When I didn't sell a policy and I had a whole presentation, I listened to myself and I'm like, of course I wouldn't buy for you myself. Digna, you saw that too fast. Or you said that it didn't make sense, right? And when I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, I was on point. Look at that. I went there, I went here, and I mapped it out. And my good presentations, I rebuilt my presentation on top of the presentation. I'm like, okay, I said that there, that was great. And then I just built a nice, like, that works, guys. So a lot of us are just like, let me see if this is going to work. Let me just, okay, I'm going to say the script and I'm just, no, you got to be intentional with what you're doing. And that's the key to this business, guys, that nobody is smarter than you. I don't know more than you. I got ChatGPT, Google, and a lot of YouTube. That's what I got. My college degree didn't give me any of this information. I went to college for 6 years. I don't even know for what, but I did. That's not what I use today. So I'm not here telling you I'm super smart and I'm the best. No, I'm here telling you that if I did it, that okay, here we go. Elizabeth Jimenez is one of my agents and Fraser Ramos. Okay, I'm gonna give you those two examples. If Fraser did, I don't know, 300,000 last year, literally she was closing sales with her baby. She had just had a baby and she's pregnant again from her house, and build an agency to over $1 million. Not a big deal for some of you guys, but it's a big deal for her. It's huge. She's making money from home while she's having a baby and with another baby, and she's making calls and she's building and helping the team. For those of you that have excuses, Elizabeth doesn't speak English. She does everything in Spanish. Elizabeth just got her logo last month. She already sold over 200,000 this year through April, all in Spanish. Now, when you think about Javier, okay, Javier, I'll give you one more. Javier is 21 years old, Cuban kid, no Spanish. No English, I'm sorry, all in Spanish. Javier, his agency, he's gonna get agency this month. He did 118,000 with his little team last month, all in Spanish. He's 21. He sent me a picture every morning on his bank account. He said, Digna, oh my God, I made 25,000 in my bank account already, and the month is not over. How do I feel? This kid found me on YouTube and sent me an email because I didn't have a phone number on my YouTube. Wow, what a marketer. That's me. Grady will be so mad at me right now. I'm like, I didn't even have a phone number. He sent me an email. And thank God I didn't, sometimes I don't read all of my emails. I saw it and I got back with him. And that kid sent me everything that same day. And that he was contracted in like 72 hours and selling in 3 days. That's the person that I'm looking for. Sense of urgency. Building a massive team already. 21 years old. So hungry for this. He learned from all the English-speaking trainers in the company. He slowed down. Some of you guys spin up your YouTube because you want to listen to it fast. He slowed down the YouTube and gets subtitles, and then he's like writing everything and applying immediately. That's the difference. This is a business of doing and helping and getting better every day. This is not a business of pretending and talking. And you have a choice to make today. So rebuild your presentation, say it 100 times, listen to your recordings, find out what's working, what's not working, get rid of what's not working, do more of what's working. It's that simple. If you're ready, say I'm ready, because I'm ready. Thank you guys. Frank, thank you so much. I don't know if there's any questions or anything like that for me, or if I don't know.
Digna, here's what I'd like to do. If you're available next week for the Q&A, it'd be awesome if you could just hop on and then folks could ask their questions to you next week so we can keep this around 40 minutes. Does that work? Are you free?
So I'm actually going to the Dominican Republic next Thursday.
Good for you. Okay. We'll
But
get
when
you on.
I get back,
we'll get you on the following Q&A because we're going to start getting more of the promoters that do the weekly trainings on the Q&A so people can have some time to ask them questions. If you want to take a question or two, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
You open that door, you might wind up being here for 40 minutes. So it's up to you.
No, I can't. Actually, I have a meeting in 5 minutes, but I open it. I can answer a few questions. That's not a problem.
All right. So if y'all have any questions, type them in the chat. I'll read as many as I can for the next 5 minutes. If y'all could do that, please. A lot of thank yous, a lot of readies.
Let's get it. I want to see you. Don't tell me you're ready. Show me you're ready. Let me see you. Send me a DM on Instagram with your tab of the agency numbers, with your month. Show me what you made in May. Like, send me those pictures. That's how I know you're ready. That your agency is promoting you. That's what's ready means. Get on the phone. Listen to your calls. Get more leads, whatever works for you guys. Don't miss this opportunity. Okay.
Do you have a Spanish presentation? And I do, like, I want to reiterate what you said about asking questions, because I don't realize if people understand how important that is. what you do and how you get folks to say what you need them to say to get them to move forward. And it's not a trick. It literally is just asking as many questions as you can to get to where you need to get to. But I do think a Spanish presentation would be super helpful. And somebody asked that. Now I'm starting to get some questions in.
Yes, I put my
Boomy,
YouTube. Sorry, Frank. I put my
go
YouTube
ahead.
channel for the agency Nationwide Financial Firm on YouTube. I mean, training, Spanish presentation, you name it, it's all in there. But if you need anything, DM me on Instagram. That's what works better for me, and I'll send you whatever I have. That's not a problem.
Okay, here's a good question. Do you recommend starting new agents on age leads to be able to get them in front of people and put more reps in if possible, or do they invest in new leads?
Absolutely. You do not want to, let me tell you, I did that. I spent $700 and didn't sell a policy. Okay. When I went on telesales, get some all leads and get yourself on the phone, guys. Call them 100 times. Get somebody, do a presentation with a $2 lead or $3 or whatever, $5 and mess it up. Spend $100 and mess it up. It's okay. Don't go for a closing, go for learning. And then when you say, okay, I could do a whole presentation and I know I could do this, go buy some leads. But here's the problem, Frank. Some people think that's going to take a week. That's going to take 3 hours, literally 3 hours, 4 hours. You need to have a sense of urgency. That's the difference. So practice with all leads, but don't stay there. Move fast, do it faster. Call the West Coast, call Hawaii, make a long day, make 3 long days of all leads. And then by the end of the week, you're ready to get new leads and then you get paid the next week. That's the difference, guys.
For sure. Okay. Do you generate your own leads or do you buy leads? And if you're buying them, where do you get them?
I generate my own leads. I'm on you. I'm everywhere on Facebook. I just get on the phone. I do a video and it's not fancy. Hello. Some people need to get a studio and now I have an iPhone that's actually old. I need to get a new one. It's like really old. My daughter has a better one. She's 15. This is how I do all of my Facebook advertisement with my cell phone. I do the videos and I have girls VAs that work for me and I pay them and they I've learned to pay to get people to come to me. So I have a system. I do my own marketing. I have a marketing team that now I could afford. Before I couldn't do that, but now I can. Because that's what happens when you build a big business. I could put 50,000 a month on Facebook, guys. That's how much my monthly Facebook cost is. 50 plus a month. I couldn't think about that like a few years back. Well, last year I was like, what? That's crazy. Well, that's what happened when you build a business.
Digna, can I ask you a question? So, and because this is as someone that's building businesses or built my business and still building, agents are always like, do I have to buy leads? Can I generate my own? Can you please explain to these folks how you started in the business and now that you understand the business, you can speak intelligently, you have a following, how you can generate leads. It's not and also how easy or hard is it to generate leads? And the only reason I'm asking that is because I watch Mike File in my office do it, and he's here from like 7 in the morning till 11 p.m. and it's a pain in the ass. So can you go through that just a little bit so people don't get it twisted?
Don't get it twisted, guys. So very good question. So the 50,000, my agents buy those leads. I give them to them at cost, and most time I pay I pay money on those leads. I rather just get paid from the override and give them the leads, $20, $15, fresh IUL. So that's what I do for my team, right? So everybody's different. But here's the thing: I didn't start doing any of that till last year. Okay, when I was making money. I took my mortgage. I'm sorry, don't do this. I'm sorry, don't do this. My husband is here. I'm going to get in trouble. I took my mortgage payment and I bought leads. Okay. I maxed out all of my credit cards, all of them. My credit was a mess. And I bought leads. That's what I did. If you have a TV, you don't need it. Sell it and buy leads. That's why I tell people, if you're working from home, you don't need your card. Give it to somebody, sell it, buy leads. Because that's the biggest and the best and the biggest investment you're going to make. Leads, guys. You could 10x, 5x, 2x. It doesn't matter. As long as you make money and you could do it again and again and again, it's a game changer. So it took me it took me to now, guys, it's been 3.5, and let me see, I started in 22, it's 25, it's 3 years in April. So my first to 23, I was buying leads and here's the thing, if you buy leads every week, you will get paid every month, guarantee. Now, if you do the work, if you don't do the work, I can guarantee anything, right? So Frank, yes, they have to buy leads. There's absolutely no way to do this business with friends. And I'm sorry, I did friends and family for 4 years. Talk to me if you think you're going to do it that way. No, you're going to starve yourself. Sorry, not going to work.
No, you're good. I definitely wanted you to clarify that because you're very good at generating the leads. But again, you're in a niche and you've learned, and it was an expensive lesson. I know because we help fund
Very.
Mike's stuff. So, all right. Well, it's 12:45. We're gonna wrap it up and let Digna get to our meeting. Thank you so much for sharing with us. This was amazing. I will get the recording out by tomorrow. So just if you need to find it, go to FFL National YouTube channel under SRS playlist. It'll be there. But Digna, thank you so much again. I appreciate you, hon.
Let's get it, guys. Thank you so much, Frank. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Let's get it. Let's go. $1 billion this year for Family First Life. Let's do it.